Why is one of my recommended videos? I built a 600-meter human cannon that ends all existence.
What?
This is what's in a video on my recommended feed on the side. What the fuck?
I don't have.
The thumbnail of this video just looks like a shit posted of itself for a game, and that's amazing. Anyways.
What? We're flying way high.
What the fuck?
Anyway, it's time for probably one of the tensest stages in the entire game. Oh, now we're gonna start this crap again.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
You know, I had a realization. Ryan Drummond, he was actually coming into his own by this game, and yet Sega got rid of him for the 4Kids cast. And the same thing pretty much happened to Jason Griffith when he was finally getting into his groove.
The thing is, with the voice recast, they had to replace Dean because.
Well, yeah, Dean. I can understand that. But a lot of the others.
Where did they get so many?
They really went overboard.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't been able to have a really solid Tails voice for most of the transition era. Like, SA1 was that Corey Bringus, wasn't it?
Might have been, I can't remember.
It was one of the two. It was one of the two Bringuses, and then one of the two Bringus brothers, and then the other one took over for SA2, and then we have the one here in Heroes, which I also think is the weakest performance of Tails thus far.
Yeah.
Because again, it's just the Tails in Heroes is just so nasally.
Okay. Want some more?
I know that specific voice line causes Giga aneurysms.
Time to get serious. Woo!
I don't remember the weird woo thing after Big says that.
It was just Johnny and Elliot's reaction to that.
Yeah, I kept replaying that bit multiple times when I first got to it.
I also just remember that Big in one of the poses thing will just do the paint me like one of your French girls pose.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm sure Big. Are you sure you want to do that after you put your groin to the grind rail?
I forgot his grind animation is just basically him getting the worst cape.
No, I just realized. Obviously, he has balls of steel.
Fucking hell! Oh, nice. You grind rails with your shoes, Sonic. I grind them with my balls.
I grind with my balls. I'm here to beat Box and find Froggy, and I can't find Froggy.
I'm here to kick bubblegum and chew ass, and I'm all of ass.
And that's Dick kicking my face.
We did kick it.
Also, look at the party icon.
Nice.
One down.
All right.
Way to go, guys.
I'd also like to point out a lot of times during these. I'd also like to point out a lot of times during specifically the egg fleet stages that a lot of the exclusive dialogue lines for this stage in particular, everyone's just shouting them.
It seems like those robots are protecting that gate. Let's take out the robots first.
Like whenever it's not like a just a generic, oh, this is generic anywhere in the game text thing. Like, it's when stage specific, like, these ones. They're just basically shouting everything.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
Storm Tornado!
Here we go. Got it.
Even though
Yeah,
realistic,
everyone aside from Tails was really coming into their own by this point.
and again, I think from that part, it's just because Tails couldn't have a solid voice actor for the entirety of it.
Like, all they needed to do was get a good Tails.
Yes.
Well, they eventually did, because after this, wasn't it Kate Higgins who took over?
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure.
yeah, but then we lost pretty much everyone else. Which, nothing against the 4Kids cast. I will never knock that.
Yeah, I was also gonna say, wasn't it the 4Kids cast where we also got Dan Green Knuckles?
Yeah, we got
yes.
Lisa Ortiz as Amy.
And Jason Griffith, while it took him a while to get the hang of Sonic, his shadow performance in Sonic X was absolutely spot on.
Absolutely. And I really think Jason really started hitting the right notes for Sonic around Unleashed and Black Knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Condors and... Oh, I've never seen Zwad jump off at this point. Is he going for the extra life at the back of the ship?
May I remind you that in the Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 animated trailer, Jason Griffith voiced he was voiced Silent in the Black and White anime. He voiced Charon in the animated trailer, while Lisa Ortiz voiced Rosa.
The Sonic getting persist even in other game series.
Whenever Silent got angry in the anime, he stops being Silent and turns into Sonic.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that specifically. It's just like...
It's just like...
I need to see if there's any art of Amy being drawn as Lena Inverse.
Here we go.
I mean, it's the internet. Any sort of art is possible. And that can be taken both good ways and bad ways.
Got it.
Because the good thing is it's the internet, which means anything's possible. The bad news is it's the internet.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
So the immediately first.
This is one of the first results I found. Hold on.
Let's go.
I was just gonna say because you know a lot of people's dirty minds that the first thing they'll do whenever they see a new character is just.
Oh, a new Sonic character? Must draw part of it!
Exactly.
Right, this is who she's supposed to be dressed as here.
Let Sonic take care of this.
I'd also like to point out this is the only stage Team Sonic does not finish conventionally like any other team in the game. Also, if you saw it there for a moment, you could see through the battleship's geometry because it didn't have mapping on the inside.
That was tight.
They're just floating in the same place in midair. Like the...
Yeah, I posted in live commentary the picture I found.
Yeah. Okay. This is the wrong special stage. I mean, we saw the Emerald Challenge one before, but I'm gonna be honest. These specific special stages really just don't have a reason to exist. Like
They're just for one-ups, I guess.
but you can get the other one-ups from the other special stages too. So what's the point?
I guess you get more out of these.
I don't even do the Act 1 and Act 2 special stages have the same layout depending on what per zone?
No, I don't think so.
It's just oh god, the bit rate is making it really hard to see what the hell Zwatt's doing.
So Bubble Man stage in the original Mega Man 2.
No, it's weird. It's weird that in Generations 3DS they have these special stages, but they use the bonus challenge theme instead of the actual Emerald Chase theme.
That's been an issue that's always bugged me too, and they've done it.
Granted, I always prefer the bonus challenge theme.
I like the Emerald Challenge one instead. Oh Jesus Christ!
Also, I think I'm right in saying that in Generations 3DS they also use the touchscreen for the controls, so they play really
Actually, no.
well.
You can play those just by pressing left and right and the buttons.
Yeah.
But you can do it with the touchscreen.
I don't recall that.
I actually don't remember if you could or not.
I need to check because I do have the game downloaded, so...
There is definitely one way you can use the touchscreen. I know that.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Colors, because Colors also had the half-life.
Oh, it might be that one, yeah.
I also recall that Generation 3DS has a version of Time Eater that doesn't suck.
Oh, it's a much better fight on 3DS.
Yeah. All the 3DS versions have much better versions of the final bosses per game.
Okay, I think... Okay, I'm gonna... This might be a hot take. I think people overblow Time Eater because I never had an issue.
I mean, it's not that... I don't think that Time Eater is abhorrent in the original or other console versions, but I just think it's kind of dull in the console.
Yeah.
I'll take care of that.
And also, you're meant to be able to boost to get to him quicker or whatever, but it doesn't seem to matter what you do. You never actually seem to get closer until the game decides, yeah, you can get close.
Here we go. All right.
It doesn't actually feel like you're in control of the fight at all.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Also, a little fun fact, the first time I played Sonic Heroes, I only had a keyboard. I didn't know you can connect certain controllers to the PC.
Ready anytime.
So I played the entire game completely off keyboard.
Got it. Here we go.
I also like to say this is. I just like to. Well, I was gonna mention it, but then Zwataketa Blasting completely interrupted the music. Jesus Christ!
Save that for the Team Dark playthrough, Flash.
No, save that for Shadow. That is more applicable.
Hey, Sonic.
You think so?
But yeah, it's just this game. Yeah, it's just this stage probably has one of my favorite final stage tracks in the series. Final Fortress is just really good. I really like a lot of the remixes that have also come out officially, like the ones for All Stars Racing and Team Sonic Racing is also another good one.
We need to play All Stars Racing Transform together sometime.
I'd also like to point out a little silly fun fact about the beginning of this stage when we were flying in. The giant Final Fortress that we were flying towards was basically just a giant PNG.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that once you notice it, it becomes very apparent. Also, why would you build your ship with self-destruct switches?
It's blown to pieces.
Wonder why it's self-destructive.
Got it.
Wonder why it's self-destruct. It was a self-destruct switch.
Yeah, as an example, because this Adventure and Adventure 2, the English lines were not very well translated from the Japanese originals.
Yeah.
Which is why you get weird lines like that.
Hey, Sonic.
Wasn't Sonic Adventure 2 written in English first, then translated to Japanese, then translated back to English?
No, I think all of these games have been written in Japanese first, and then translated to English.
Got it.
Yeah.
Take this.
It's just that a lot of the earlier ones were just not translated as well as they could be. Of course, that leads to legendary line inflections like Knuckles' infamous "Oh no."
Actually, that's another thing about Adventure 1 as well. If I remember rightly, when they were recording the lines for that, they got very poor direction on what the lines should sound like. And a lot of the time they didn't even understand the context of the lines. which is why you get some really strange changes of tone.
Yeah, it's been like I like to think that it was Sonic's story in particular, where all his lines of the dialogue were recorded first, and then when it started going to the other stories, they were starting to get like a feel for what direction they were supposed to take it in. But Sonic was sort of like the test pilot run, and as a result, it has probably the least amount of voice direction. Because Dean Bristow's Eggman noticeably has a lot more menace during Tails' story than he does during Sonic's story.
Oh, so you're me.
What was that?
Got it.
Anyway,
Leave it to me.
There's robots
sentence fixing.
everywhere. Time to party.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, that's a particularly bad line from Tails right there. What was that voice?
It's just like, goodness gracious, let the kid breathe.
Leave it to me.
Shit rock, shit rock. Oh, this is a nice emerald. Shit rock.
Oh, these are pretty cool potatoes. Now, what was it? Now, what was I talking about before Flash distracted me with Sonic saying something about my ass?
That's a quote. Oh god. Oh my god.
Let's see.
Melting pot commentary is out of context.
That's good. That's good. Watch, someone's gonna make a Twitter of that.
When we get big, maybe.
But yeah, what were we talking about before before Flash distracted me with the soundboard?
This just in, Flash has become Knuckles the Echidna.
Oh no! Oh no! Now owe me a soda.
Oh yeah. Oh no, wait. Right. It was voice. Right. It was I think it was a voice direction stuff for SA1, especially when it comes to content. The lack of voice direction sometimes leads to hilariously legendary bad lines, like Tails' infamous, "I wonder what happened to Sonic."
There they are.
And of course,
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Yes, that one.
Got it.
Watch out, you're gonna crash! Whoa!
Leave it to me.
Meanwhile, in this case, Giga has a heart attack.
Look at all.
Look at all!
Look at all these one-ups.
Level up. Yahoo!
I want to say,
That was one heck of a battle.
No problem. Decent
I think because what blew up the ship during that dialogue thing, we're missing some dialogue for this one.
It's the yellow laser.
I'd also like to point out, he said the yellow laser, but it looked clear there. That's because Zwat was so close to the laser, it's going through the color texture that goes around that texture.
Heroes welcome.
1, 2, 3.
I was like, you'll see it here too.
You better watch out.
This is what you get! My super laser eyeball! Ah, that's the last time I go through a laser eye surgery.
I'm going back to my orthodontist. Was it a podiatrist?
That was tight.
no.
No, podiatrist.
Optometrist.
Optometrist. Fuck.
I had a feeling it was going to be something that said optics or something.
This looks like checkmate, Doctor.
Dude, Sora! Donald! Goofy!
I'm the meteor maker.
I am so sorry.
Also, I'd like to point out, this was also a boss in Generations. For 3DS, for the modern era. Am I the only one that found that weird?
I find it weirder how Sonic gets 2 shadow stages. Well, 1 shadow stage and one shadow boss fight in the 3DS version.
Because he fights the Bio Lizard for some reason. Anyways, Egg Emperor is basically a giant damage sponge, more or less. Yeah, he only has like 2 regular attacks during the entirety of the main part, and it's just his slashes and the launching missiles from his back. He has a shield that protects himself from attacks, and he can only take down. He can only disable with Thunder Shoot temporarily. Team Blast, of course, do balls amount of, like, stupidly balls amount of damage.
3 of us are unbeatable.
Let's see what you got. Knock over that couple of fools.
I'd also like to point out, like with other bosses, this is we might actually get to see it. Are we gonna see it? No, we're not. I should also mention, with other bosses, they tend to like half rush you whenever you get.
Oh Jesus Christ! Why?
Yeah. The other main like Eggman bosses in this game will tend to like have a tendency to rush forward at you whenever you get too far away from them. But with this boss, it's especially noticeable because unlike the other bosses, which just kind of like lunge forward at your general position, if you get too far away, the Egg Emperor does its charge attack, and it charges directly for your location, and there's no way to stop yourself from getting hit from that if he does that.
I thought Power Formation could stop it.
Got it.
If it did, it's never worked for me.
I think you're smelling your own armpit there, Sonic.
Oh no, that's not me. I ran all the way over here.
Yeah, you sweat like a motherfucker.
Fine, rig me like a sponge. See how much water comes out of me.
What? I think we're gonna get to see the charge. Here it comes.
Got it.
What the shit?
Crimson.
Okay. No, that was Zawarudo.
Oh yeah, Zawarudo, right.
Okay, Yazwa, just prove me wrong, why don't you?
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that charge thing counts for both directions. So if you try to get ahead of him, he'll still do that shit.
Well, don't scare me anymore, and you're playing freaking Kirby Squeak Squad. Goodness. Oh, thank God.
Zwat in the chat, is that a threat?
All right.
Oh, Zwat keeps biting he keeps sucking Death's cock. He freaking gives me heart palpitations every time he's at a near-death situation or a situation where he should have freaking died. Like, God, Zwat, stop!
Anyway, somehow defeating the egg emperor somehow causes the entire the entire fleet to start exploding.
Talk about cutting it close.
Not really.
Come on, tell me you weren't scared. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Well, maybe you're right. Thanks, Knuckles.
I remember these models being used for the McDonald's commercials.
Later, guys.
Like the American McDonald's ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, time to get happy. Looks like you can use one of these.
It was for those like little like LCD like Game & Watch type games.
Yeah. I think I remember one moment where a CG cream just teleports into the minivan.
Why isn't that half the time Sonic commercials for other products are like some of the funniest things in the world? Like, say what you will about Boom as a game, but the marketing behind it for up to its release was actually pretty fucking funny half the time. Where it was just the Boom characters in real life, and it was shenanigans going on with that.
I remember seeing three people just dressed as superheroes, trying to be heroes, and it's like a magazine advertisement for Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
What you don't see is that plane crashing into the wall.
Yeah. There's no explosion yet at this time around.
If I were the one editing Sonic's story, I would have just had the plane cut to, "Ayo, watch your jet! Watch your jet, bro! Watch your jet!"
Watch your jet? I love that meme.
It's a fake!
Also, I'd like to point out, normally Eggman's nose is portrayed as pointed, but on the like little bobblehead thing is clearly a round clown nose. You know, I'm surprised they didn't catch on that something was off about that Eggman fake, considering the fact that it was surrounded by a puddle of water.
Yeah.
In fact, I think by the point where Tails was running away, it was already like half submerged in that water, even though it was on flat ground. It was just liquid.
But just, yeah.
Oh no, the game for the Sonic side of stuff has a relatively simple-ish story, but it's clear there are still parts that are a little bit rough around the edges, more or less.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the game's control, it's slippier than a cooked-up frog riding a bar of soap.
It's like you replaced Sonic's soap shoes with 2 bars of soap.
On ice physics.
Slathered in honey.
It's like the entire game is a slip and slide, but I'm sure you're not having fun with any of it.
Yeah. And the last thing I was gonna bring up was the "you're not fucking done" screen. Anyway, the other thing I was gonna bring up was the Pakistan Sonic commercials, where it's just
Shadows basketball.
Roll and aiming tennis.
Yeah.
Sonic skateboard. Green puff puff flower catch.
Puff puff flower catch. Anyways, that was an experience. I sure hope the rest of the game isn't going to be as annoying as that.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Okay, good. That still works.
As soon as I can get the game running, God, I am in for hell with Team Dark.
Yeah.
You better portray it correctly, or I am going to wring your furry neck.
Anyways, next time we shall see you in Team Dark, in whichever of the hero stories we're doing next.
Dark or Chaotix, either one.
Dark or Chaotix. God help us if we do Chaotix. Okay, when?
Well, I got it. The one thing I have to do is get Sonic Heroes running. I found the game through the.
Anyways, cut off prevention.
Pingers!